I typed one sentence into an AI tool. 60 seconds later, I had a 12-slide presentation. With real design. It looked better than anything I've made in PowerPoint. Here's the full test. Making presentations is one of those tasks everyone hates but nobody talks about. You open PowerPoint. You stare at a blank slide. You spend 20 minutes picking a template. Then you spend 2 hours fighting with text boxes, alignment, and bullet points that won't behave. And after all that effort, the deck still looks like it was made in 2009. Pause. This is a problem that hits non-designers the hardest. Sales teams, educators, managers, freelancers, people who need professional-looking slides but don't have a design background. You know what you want to say. You just can't make it look right. That's exactly where AI presentation tools come in. You describe your topic in plain English. The AI builds the slides, picks the layout, adds images, and handles the design. Your job is just to review and tweak. I tested 3 of the biggest tools, Gamma, Tome, and Beautiful.ai, with the same exact prompt. Let's see which one actually delivers. The prompt I used for all 3 tools was simple. Create a 12-slide presentation about why small businesses should use email marketing. Include statistics, a step-by-step getting started guide, and a tools comparison. Let's start with Gamma. It's free to try and it's been getting a lot of buzz lately. I pasted in my prompt and hit generate. In about 40 seconds, I had a full deck. The first thing that stood out, the design actually looks modern. Clean fonts, good spacing, subtle color gradients. It doesn't look like a template. Each slide has a different layout, which keeps things from feeling repetitive. The content was solid too. It pulled in real statistics about email marketing ROI. It created a 5-step getting started guide that made sense. The tools comparison slide had a clean table with MailChimp, ConvertKit, and Brevo listed with pros and cons. Pause. Now here's what impressed me most. Gamma doesn't just make slides. It makes a document that presents like slides. You can scroll through it like a web page or present it full screen like a traditional deck. That flexibility is great for sending to clients who might not want to sit through a presentation. I made a few tweaks, swapped one stock image, reworded a headline, and the whole thing took about 8 minutes from prompt to finished deck. Compare that to the 2 or 3 hours it would have taken me in PowerPoint. Next up, Tome. This one takes a different approach. It's more focused on storytelling. When I entered the same prompt, Tome asked a few follow-up questions. Who's the audience? What's the main takeaway? That extra step actually helped it build a more focused narrative. The result was a 12-slide deck with a clear arc. It started with the problem, businesses leaving money on the table by ignoring email. Moved through the data. Then ended with action steps. The flow felt like someone had actually thought about the story, not just dumped information onto slides. Design-wise, Tome goes for a more minimal look. Lots of white space, bold headlines, one idea per slide. If you're presenting to executives or investors, this style works well. It's clean and confident. Pause. The downside? Tome's free tier is limited. You get a small number of AI credits to start, and after that it's $16 a month. The paid version unlocks longer decks and better image generation. Now, Beautiful.ai takes a third approach. It's template-driven but smart about it. You pick from layout options and the AI adjusts everything to fit your content. You can't accidentally make an ugly slide because the tool enforces good design rules, consistent margins, aligned elements, proper font sizes. I ran the same prompt through Beautiful.ai. The output was polished but more corporate-looking. Think consulting firm vibes. Every slide was consistent, which is great for brand presentations but felt a bit rigid compared to Gamma's variety. Beautiful.ai starts at $12 a month. No free tier, but they offer a 14-day trial. Alright, Let's talk about what these tools get wrong. The biggest issue is generic content. If you just type a vague prompt like "make a presentation about marketing," you'll get a vague presentation about marketing. Garbage in, garbage out. The more specific your prompt, the better the output. Include your audience, your key points, and the structure you want. Pause. Second issue, images. All three tools use AI-generated or stock images. They're fine for internal meetings. They're not fine for a client pitch where you need your own product photos or brand assets. You'll need to swap those in manually. Third, data accuracy. Gamma pulled in a stat that email marketing returns $36 for every dollar spent. That number's real, it's from a 2023 DMA study. But I've seen AI tools invent statistics that sound right but aren't. Always fact-check the numbers before you present them. Takes 2 minutes and saves you from looking foolish in a meeting. The tools also can't read the room. They don't know your company culture, your audience's knowledge level, or the politics of your organization. You still need to review every slide and make sure it sounds like you, not like a robot. That said, even with all the tweaking, I finished 3 presentation-ready decks in under 30 minutes total. That same work used to take me an entire afternoon. Here's my take after testing all 3. If you want the best free option, go with Gamma. It's fast, the design is strong, and the free tier is generous enough for regular use. If you care about narrative flow and you're presenting to senior people, Tome is worth the $16 a month. The storytelling structure sets it apart. If you need strict brand consistency across a team, Beautiful.ai's design guardrails make it hard to mess up. Pause. My recommendation, try Gamma first. Give it a real presentation you need to make this week. Not a test. A real one. You'll know in 10 minutes whether it works for you. These tools won't replace a professional designer for a keynote at a conference. But for your weekly team update, your client proposal, or your classroom lecture, they're more than good enough. Subscribe for more honest reviews of AI tools. No hype. Just what works and what doesn't.